provided very unscientifically. I'm also speaking on behalf of people of Narsarapet, my constituency, which is very rural and very much dependent on agriculture, sir. Sir, when you look at this budget, it is encouraging in some way, worrying in some ways, and disappointing in many ways, sir. Let me start off with a few issues that are encouraging. The first one is the enhancing productivity of the long staple cotton, sir. Coming from Guntur, which is very much dependent, all our farmers are very much dependent on cotton. This is very much encouraging, sir, because the value addition that happens in Guntur when after the cotton crop comes out, ginning, spinning and everything, this is very high in Guntur, sir. So this is a good initiative that the central government is taking, sir. Most of this value addition has moved for the last 10 years to 15 years to Vietnam and Bangladesh and all these countries. At least at this time, they're looking at this very seriously and trying to bring that value chain back to India, sir. Second encouraging factor is on the aqua exports, sir, exports as well as decrease in the feed costs of feed imports of aqua products, sir. This is an encouraging factor because 80% of the aqua exports actually happen from Andhra Pradesh, sir. So most of the costs that are actually incurred by the farmer, 80% of it is on the feed, sir. So decrease in the feed cost, import of feed cost from 25 to 15% is very encouraging for our farmers, sir. And third encouraging factor is the GST tweak that has been given for the MSMEs and professionals, sir. The tweak is that deduction for the expenditure incurred on payments made to them only when the payment is actually made, sir. This is a very good initiative, sir, because right now a MSME which produce their goods on the rise of when they rise the invoice, this GST has been deducted, sir, and also these MSMEs has to take the loans and everything to the tune of 12%. So anywhere between 20 to 25% has to be incurred by the MSMEs by the time he raises the invoice, sir. By the time the bill comes one year later, 1.5 years later, it is very dejecting for them, sir. And this is a very welcome move, and they have to really compete with other countries, sir. And the fourth one being which is a very small one, sir, which is regarding to law services, which the central government has provisioned some amount wherein there is some financial support for the poor people who are in prisons and unable to afford penalties, sir. It's a good move, sir. But I will take it with a pinch of salt, because last budget also the finance minister has spoken very eloquently on the cryptocurrency, sir. But in this budget, nothing has been spoken about it, sir. It is completely forgotten, sir. Last budget, they have levied 30% tax on the income of on the crypto, sir, as well as 1% TDS on the crypto, sir. What it has done, they said, this is the words that the finance minister last said, this is a sunrise industry, sir. But what actually has happened was, in the last 6 months, 32,000 crores of these transactions has shifted from domestic exchanges to the foreign exchanges. So this is what has happened with the sunrise industry, which they have spoken about, sir. So when I say encouraging stuff, I take it with a pinch of salt, sir. And coming to the things that are really worrying, because I come from a very rural constituency where most of them are dependent on the agriculture, sir. The first one is the rural distress and unemployment, sir. Rural inflation is hovering around 7% and above. And it is almost breaching the levels that RBI has put up, that they have put up to 6%, but it's breaching that, sir. Second one is the growth in the rural wages has remained negative, sir. Instead of actually, when the inflation is going up, this wages also has to go up. It didn't go up, sir. CMI data also shows that workforce participation rate has fallen since 2016, sir. People are not actually going for and trying to find work, sir. These are the very worrying factors, sir. So with this in the perspective, it is very disappointing that budget for NREGA has been reduced by almost 30,000 crores, sir. And also National Rural Livelihood Mission funds has also been reduced, sir. And more than that, as if to add a salt to the wound, NREGA funds which are supposed to be released to the states on time are not being released, sir. From the state of Andhra Pradesh, we are actually asking for extra days, extra man hours for our people, sir. But instead of increasing it, decreasing it is a very unhelpful thing, sir. It is very disappointing thing, sir. And second most disappointing thing was the agri input inflation, sir. This is very worrying factor, sir, because in the last 20 months, the agriculture input inflation has been going has remained in double digits, sir. It is going, inflation is going up every month, sir. But the budget outlay for the market intervention scheme and price support scheme, which is supposed to be when the input is very costly, at least you cover the farmer when the produce comes out, so that give him MSP and cover him. So this is the scheme that was conceived to protect them, sir. But it has been slashed from 1,500 crores to almost nil, sir, in this year's budget. And second one was the PM Asha scheme, which has been almost wound up, sir, in the last 3 years, sir. And third one is the PM Kisan, which is with the outlay, it has been reduced by almost 8,000 crores, sir, this year. PM Kisan, the central government is giving 6,000 to each farmer, sir. I request the central government to actually look at what Andhra Pradesh government is doing with the YSR Raitu Bharosa. We are giving the farmers as input subsidy of 13,500 so that this inflation, they can fight this inflation and try to stand on their feet when the cropping season comes, sir. But instead of increasing the budget for this, they are actually cutting down 8,000 crores. This is very disappointing to see, sir. And third most worrying factor is the employment and jobs, sir. MSMEs are the growth engines of this country, which produces a lot of employment and jobs, sir. But yes, they have launched a PLI scheme, which is a good scheme, and almost 15 to 18 industries are availing that scheme, sir. But after launching PLI scheme also, Make in India also, and everything, still the trade deficit with China remains at 73 billion. Sir, I have 12 minutes, sir. I have 12 minutes. I've started only 4 minutes back, sir.
Okay.
So I'm the second speaker in my party, so I have 12 minutes, sir. So
time is of the house. Please.
Okay, sir. So trade deficit is almost $73 billion, sir. So the PLI scheme was launched so that Make in India and everything goes up, sir. But actually, instead of this PLI, whoever takes the PLI scheme, they are the anchor institutes, sir. But the ones that the ancillary institute that's supposed to be MSMEs, which are supposed to be taken care of, that has not been taken care of, sir. 2 schemes that have been announced last year in the budget, sir, they're not. 1 year has passed, still now nothing has been moved, even 1 inch of it has been moved, sir. One scheme is the ramp, raising and accelerating MSME performance, sir. It has not been, the last year in the budget they have announced, sir, nothing has happened, sir. Second was the surety bonds in the public procurement, sir. Even that one was announced last year, sir. Nothing has happened with that, sir. So these are the MSMEs where the jobs are created, sir. So I think the finance ministry will take account of that, sir. And sir, give me another 2 minutes. I'll wind up, sir. And these are the signs that are very much visible on the ground, sir. Say, for example, these are the figures that are coming out. Two-wheeler sales have fallen off by almost 36%. Now it is almost to the level of 2012-13 level, sir. Commercial bank loans against gold jewelry increased by a huge 218%, sir. So people are pawning off gold. In India, gold is valued very well, sir. They don't pawn off that much easy, sir, but they're pawning off almost 2018% have been pawned off just to make sure that they can live well, sir. And also household borrowings and other for housing, vehicles, securities or education. Other than this, they're just borrowing just to live, sir. So these are the very worrying factors, sir. Very worrying, sir. The one that is growing, sir, in the last 1 year, sir, the luxury cars manufacturer Mercedes has increased the sales by almost 64%, sir. Anyways, the disappointing things with respect to our state, sir. This is just a disappointing factors with our state, sir. Our Chief Minister has given this letter to the Prime Minister also. Numerous letters has been given to the Prime Minister, sir. The first and most important thing was the special category status, which was given to us, which was promised to us, not given to us, promised to us in AP Reorganization Act, sir, in 2014, sir. 9 years has been passed. Only 1 more year is left, sir. Till now, it has not been fulfilled, sir. This special category status was promised because our state was bifurcated in a very unscientific way. It was given because we didn't have any industry, sir. We didn't have any capital, sir. That's why it was given, sir. But till now, the promise has not been fulfilled, sir. Even Polavaram, sir, which is a lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, which has not been fulfilled, sir. My constituency, there's a Nagarjuna project which was built in the 1950s when the technology was not there. So it was built much faster than this Polavaram, sir. In 2010, 2020, we're not able to build this project. Is a very disappointing thing, sir. And third thing is the power dues that are due from the Telangana to the tune of 6,800 crores, which is supposed to be settled by them, then has not been settled. So last 1 minute, sir. Last 1 minute. And also medical colleges, we have been requesting them, sir, for the central support. And also national institutes, the land has been provided, nothing has been happening. Railway projects, 8,000 crores has been sanctioned this year, sir, but I'm sure capital outlay won't be spent, sir. And Adding salt to the wound, sir. They want to privatize Vizag steel plant, sir. We are very much against this privatization of Vizag steel plant, sir. We people of Andhra Pradesh are very much attached to the Vizag steel plant, sir. We
Shri
don't agree to the
Jagdambika Pal
privatization
ji.
of this, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.